On the deck of the Sea Serpent, dawn breaks with a mix of grey and pink as the ship readies to depart Porthaven harbor. Elara Vance watches with excitement and apprehension, a storm of emotions brewing beneath her cloak. Captain Silas barks orders, his voice a rough command cutting through the morning air. Amidst the chaos, Finn, a young sailor, scurries about, eager to prove his worth. The ship deck groans under the strain of the sea, its ropes singing in the wind, sails snapping, and seagulls crying out overhead. Elara stands at the railing, her gaze lost in the distant horizon. Elara arrives at the crimson coast, the air alive with the tang of salt. Waves crash against the shore, painting the red sand with a glistening scene. Elara declares with certainty,
"The crimson coast, here we come."
Silas approaches, his face shows a mask of warning.
Don't get ahead of yourself, girl. We haven't even cleared the harbor yet. And the coast? She doesn't welcome visitors.
Sunlight floods the spaceship bridge, illuminating Elara and the captain as she nervously adjusts her uniform.
"I've studied the charts, Captain. I've prepared as much as I can." Elara speaks, her voice tinged with anxiety.
Under the relentless sun, Silas, the grizzled captain, surveys the turbulent sea with a weathered gaze. Silas shouts,
Charts are one thing. The sea is another. She's a fickle mistress, always changing her mind.
Finn struggles against the wind, his brow furrowed in concentration as he wrestles with the sail.
Finn, belay that line, and for the love of the sea, tie a proper knot.
Finn, overwhelmed by his mistake, stammers an apology.
Aye, Captain. Sorry, Captain. Finn blurts out, his face flushed with embarrassment.
Elara observes Silas, his presence commanding as he interacts with his crew. His orders ring out, sharp and precise, guiding his crew like a master conductor. The crew moves with practiced ease, responding to his commands with seamless precision.
"You run a tight ship, Captain."
Silas stands firm, his weathered face a map of the years he spent battling the relentless sea. He gestures around the cramped cabin, the creaking ship, and distant cries of gulls amplifying the isolation. His eyes narrow, scrutinizing Elara with an intensity that speaks of hidden storms and unspoken doubts.
Discipline is the only thing that keeps us afloat, especially on these waters. You're a scholar, Miss Vance. A woman of books and maps. You don't understand the sea.
Sunlight pierces through the window, revealing swirling dust motes as Elara stands, her face a mask of resolve and intrigue. Elara's voice cuts through the silence.
"Perhaps not, but I'm a quick learner."
Her resolve hardens as she declares, "I am determined to understand the Crimson Coast." Silas sighs, his breath visible in the cold air, his eyes reflecting the endless ocean. A heavy resignation weighs on Silas as he stares out at the ocean's vastness. Silas murmurs, a hint of fear in his voice.
Determination won't save you from a rogue wave, or a hidden reef, or the things that lurk in the shadows.
Silas grasps the ship's wheel, his grip tight against the unseen dangers. Silas, a captain hardened by the sea, surveys the turbulent horizon, his gaze filled with grim anticipation. Silas warns, his voice rough against the ship's groans.
I've seen men broken by that coast, driven mad by the isolation, the storms, the whispers. It's a place that preys on your fears, your regrets. It knows what you've lost, and it uses it against you.
Elara stands silently nearby, listening intently.
I'm taking you there, Miss Vance. Not because I want to, but because I gave my word. But don't expect me to coddle you. I won't risk my ship or my crew for your academic pursuits.
Elara approaches the ship's wheel, her eyes scanning the endless sea. The ship sways beneath her, a gentle dance with the ocean's might. Her feet root to the deck as she speaks.
"I don't expect you to, Captain. I expect you to navigate, and I'll do my best to stay out of your way."
Elara stands alone, her expression hardening with resolve.
"The Crimson Coast. Let's see what secrets you hold."
As dawn breaks, the Sea Serpent sails away from Porthaven. A sense of foreboding hangs in the air. The ship cuts through the waves, leaving the distant town behind as the sky lightens. The brightening sky cannot dispel the lingering shadow of what's to come as the ship advances. The seashore, at night, is dominated by the escalating roar of waves and the mournful sound of a distant foghorn. The wind intensifies, carrying the heavy scent of salt and dampness as darkness descends, and darkness overtakes